Moorlands Radio Sport, in association with Leek Building Society.
Joined by the man of the moment, really, Louis Dodds. Louis, thank you very much for your time on what is a special but probably sad day for you as you play your final game of football. Just give us your assessment of today's game first of all.
I had quite a few family coming, friends and work colleagues, and it was nice to start a game for a while because I've had a few calf injuries, and I'm just delighted it ended with an assist and a goal. Yeah,
fantastic afternoon for you. You got them, and you 4-0 win as well for Hanley, which must make it even more sweeter.
It was. I think some games it just feels nice to play in, and it must have been nice to watch because we played a lot of football. Sometimes we don't play as much football as we can, but today we played it really well. We used the pitch well. I think the way that we dictated the game was really tough for them to get hold of it, and sometimes what we're lacking is the goals, and we've got 4 today, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's been one of the things that we've not seen from Hanley much this season, but going getting 4 goals, and also you finished 13th in the league table. It's Hanley's highest ever finish in the non-league system, so it's quite a day really for the club, isn't it?
It is. It just shows progression. I think on the pitch I think we're better than last year, and like you say, the points, it's in our highest position. So if you're looking at progression, it's fantastic, and then we know what the lads want to achieve here next year, and it's trying to beat that again.
Yeah. You also announced in the week that you were hanging your boots up. Just talk us through the decision that you made to hang those boots up after a very successful career.
Yeah, it was a tough decision. I made it a couple of months ago, I think, speaking with my wife and a few injuries, and I want to be the one that said I want to stop rather than trying to wheel myself out, and it's a bit awkward to watch me because I used to be a player, but now I'm getting injured and it's not quite the same, and someone say I think you should stop. So I wanted it to be on me, and I made that decision. It was a tough one, and it took me a while to say it out loud, let alone actually tell other people. So yeah, it was a tough decision, but I think it's the right one.
Yeah, going out on your terms, and as we said at the start, you're going out with the goal as well, your first one for Hanley this season, so that must be pleasing as well that you finally broke that duck in a way on your final game.
Absolutely. As an attacking player, you want to assist and score, and I was delighted to get an assist and last 90 minutes, and to get a goal, it was just fantastic. My little girls were delighted. They've been telling me that I was going to score today, so they should have come more often. We might have scored a few more.
Yeah, lovely moments at the start of the game, at the end of the game. At kick-off, you walked out with your 2 daughters as mascots, and then at the end of the game, they put a guard of honour together for you as you exited the pitch.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I think the footballing community just comes together, and I just want to say thanks to Vauxhall and obviously the Hanley boys. There's a lot of love in football, and it goes unnoticed sometimes, but I'm indebted to those because it was a really nice way to go off. A bit strange because you've watched it before when other players have done it, thought, oh, that'd be odd, and then it's me doing it, and now I'm be forever thankful to those guys.
What went through your head as you saw the players lining up to applaud you off?
Felt a bit awkward walking through everyone, and then you try and say thank you and clap at the same time, and yeah, it's one of those things that maybe in a few days or a week I might sit down and actually have a little think about it and go, wow, that was really special. But at the minute it's just all trying to work out that that's my last ever one. So
yeah. And what a special career you've had is, well, if we quickly touch on that, over 300 appearances for Port Vale was certainly one of the highlights, especially in this area. You won promotion with them just over 10 years ago now.
Yeah, it is. What a place it is. I think it's the second score I look for after a game. I love the club. Obviously, it's a shame what happened, but I'm delighted what I've achieved. And like I say, I've not really thought about it too much yet, but it's one of those, maybe in the next week or two, I'll have a little think about what I've done, my favourite games, and yeah, go through that.
Yeah, I mean, we touched on Hanley quickly, and your time here, a promotion, an FA Cup run. You scored in front of the BBC cameras for the club, which not many non-league players do.
Yeah, Ron, the chairman, put that on Facebook the other day, and they're like little snippets that you think, wow, what we've done in these 3 years, because promotion we're under Carl, and what we've done under Ryan now, it's fantastic. It's a great little club, and hopefully we'll get a few more people down next year to watch.
Yeah, you'll be down, no doubt, watching them, cheering them on. Hopefully, well, they'll be in their third season as a Northern Premier League club, which I don't think many people would have thought a decade ago.
No, I think the strides we've made, I think once you go up, it's all about stability, and we've shown we're more than capable at this level. For us, I think it's just being consistent and making sure that we're on it more often than we're not, and then we'll do a lot better.
And finally, have you got any plans for what you're going to do next season, or are you just going to take a bit of a back step from football and spend time with the family?
Yeah, I'll take a little bit of time with the family, because I think it's really hard on my wife. I think when you go out Tuesday, Thursday and a Saturday, and that's for 10 months of the year, it's a lot. But yeah, I'll have a little time to have a think and then see what's going to happen.
And even when you dial back to your time as a professional footballer, we've seen it on TikTok, there's players' girlfriends and wives who make videos now, and they're just showing the insight, and you don't realise how much sacrifice they make for footballers to go out and play the game.
It's a fantastic job. I wouldn't say it's not, but there's a lot of sacrifice to go into it, and they get a lot of abuse. But there's lots that go on behind the scenes that you don't see.
And finally, when you made your debut all those years ago, did you think you were going to go on and have the career and all the successes you had?
No, I think when I made my debut, it was like, wow, I've made a senior appearance, and then all of a sudden it gets to 50 games and you have little targets, and yeah, I think career-wise it's up in the top 500, so it's one of those things. I never thought I'd get this many, but I'm delighted I have.